Hello and welcome to my very first video blog as Mission Mobilizer for the Alliance World Fellowship in the Emerald region. I'd first of all like to say a big thank you to everyone who has encouraged me and supported me in answering this calling on my life for ministry, and in particular Brigitte, the love of my life. God has placed a burden on my life for missions, and as I took on this role, I've realized how God has been faithfully preparing me, equipping me, training me throughout the years for this role. I'm so grateful to serve in the Alliance family, which has such a heart and is so focused on missions and church planting. It's been a whirlwind since I started in this role this summer, with trips to Ukraine, Spain, Marseille and Ecuador, and I'll be sharing more about Ukraine next month, where I will hopefully have some great news to share with you next month. But my first trip was when I was invited by the National Alliance Church of Spain to attend their third National Missions Conference on the Canary Islands, and it was an absolutely wonderful time to see how the Spanish Alliance churches mobilized for missions. They had some fantastic testimonies of people serving in the mission field and really good biblical teaching at the conference. And our dream is that one day we will have these national missions conferences in every country in our region as our churches mobilize together for missions in partnership. Unfortunately, when I was in the Canary Islands, I fell badly into a very large cactus plant, and it hurt my hand. I got lots of needles in my hand, etc. But I'm just so grateful that my eye was protected. I got needles in my forehead, everywhere, but God protected my eye, and I'm so grateful for that. And I would like to say a big thank you to everyone who prayed for me, for my recovery, and I finally regained the full use of my right hand, although I have a few cactus needles left that are coming out gradually, and I will share them on Facebook with my friends. You can see what's happening. As I record this video, the eruption, the volcanic eruption that happened or is still happening on La Palma Island, it actually started 9 weeks ago. And I just ask you to pray for the Alliance Church there in La Palma. Pray for Pastor Aristide Flores and his family as they distribute aid and support people in need with the support of the Alliance National Church in Spain. And also the Alliance Church there has been badly affected because we've got lots of families who've had to leave the island because they've lost their jobs, they've lost their homes, others because of medical conditions, because of the dust that's ever present and the smoke, and this has had a huge impact on the church. And we would just ask you to pray for this church and respond to this online appeal so we can support them in their ministry, in helping people in need and sharing the gospel on the island of La Palma. In October, I traveled to Guayaquil in Ecuador to attend the very first AWF Quadrennial to happen during a global pandemic. It was wonderful there to meet representatives from all over the world from the Alliance family, but it was such a joy to come together as one, to meet, to see familiar faces, and finally meet people I've only been seeing on a screen for the last 2 years. And a number of my new friends, when they saw me, they went, "Oh, Eoghan, you're so much bigger than I thought you were." But that's life. I need to lose a few kilos. But it was just such a joy to be there and to serve there. And I was part of the facilitation teams at 2 workshops. The first one was the AWF Global Network of Mission Leaders workshop, where we worked on member care for workers in the field, how to come alongside them, how to support them, how to organize that in our national churches. And the second one was with the Diaspora Ministry workshop, which was entitled Going Beyond people on the move in diaspora. And throughout the history of the world, God has scattered his people for his purposes to further his kingdom. And the church is itself, by its nature, a diaspora community. Mass migration offers a window of opportunity to commit to and live to be the church that is worthy instrument of God's passion to redeem the world. This is the mission that God has called me to in the Alliance family. At Toulouse International Church, I continue my training as a Mission Mobilization pastor under the mentorship of Pastor Brian Filtinsky, and I'm grateful for Brian's wisdom, teaching and fellowship. And I would just ask you to please pray for my continued spiritual growth with wisdom, humility, passion and joy, and also as I learn the Spanish language. And we're now in a season of Thanksgiving, and I'm just so thankful for what God has done in my life, in the life of my family, and also in calling me to serve him for his kingdom. Many people assume that I am employed by the AWF, but this is not the case. The AWF and the Emerald region support me by providing me with significant financial support, but they do that despite their limited financial resources, and therefore I must personally raise the balance of the support required. So if you would like to partner with me financially in this mission mobilizations role that God has called me to, please click on the links below this video or that are at the end of this video. I'd just like to say, may God bless you and keep you safe. Happy Thanksgiving, my friends.